Hello everybody, you've reached my channel, which is a channel all about cross stitch, my journey to stitch all the things. Today is Monday, May 12th. It is Flosstube number 16. My name is Katie. The channel's name is Jeremiah's Mom. He seems to make a weekly appearance because it's highly requested. To any new people stumbling by, I hope you're glad you found your way here. I know I am. I look forward to hearing what brought you here. What are you working on? What's going on in your neck of the woods? If you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. I can't believe it. Every time I look and the number goes up one more, I really appreciate. I appreciate everybody tuning in. It's so cool. This journey's been a fun one. I'm so glad to be on it, and thank you very much for making it what it is. It's typical. I have notes and I'm gonna forget what's on the notes. I was actually just reading through my notes before starting this, and I'm going, oh yeah, we need to do the giveaway, which it says real big under the breathe and slow down. And say my name. Don't forget to do the giveaway. So Jeremiah, can you please join me for the giveaway?
Yes.
We have two giveaways. It was in celebration of me hitting 500. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. I have all the names in the nifty little Star Wars bag, and Jeremiah's gonna pick. Let's get you on the screen. Hello.
Hello.
The first one we're going to give away today is Halloween Quaker from Primrose Cottage. You have to go under it. I'll hold it. You do the thing.
Oh.
So you're going to draw a name, and I listed everybody that commented and said the word Halloween. You aren't allowed to look.
Oh, okay. We need one of those. We need one of those bingo.
No.
The bingo. What do they call them? Bingo rollers, tumblers.
Tumbler. Why ask a question that we don't know the answer to?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm delaying.
Yeah.
I'm stalling. Can't you tell? Halloween.
Oh, Halloween, huh? Well, hey, you can read that one. On this side.
Oh, it's on this side. I'm like, what?
Monica, and I will put your comment here, wherever, somewhere on the screen, so you can see if this was you. But luckily, we can actually pronounce your name. It's Monica. Here, I think it's going to be here, so you have to go, Okay, then we'll take out all those. It seemed like a lot of people wanted the Halloween one. I understand. I love Halloween too. The next one is Jardin Prive. Among the Gnomes. Yeah, just turn it there. Right there. So we get all the people that like that one. Don't drag it out. They're all waiting
with anticipation. It's actually because I have like multiple. Okay. Gnome.
Huh. Julie Cran? That's the worst part. Julie Cran. And I'll put your name here so you can see it. Thank you, everybody that entered. It was a fun time. We will definitely do giveaways again sometime in the future.
Yeah.
While you're here, do you want to do any shout outs?
Yeah, so shout out to Adelaide Stitches. Oh, darn it.
What? You can just do the name and I'll do the channel.
Okay. Oh, Carolyn Cezek Stitch. The funny thing is I actually remembered the Cezek Stitch and not your name, so sorry about that. So yeah, there's your shout out. She requested a shout out, so evidently I'm getting requests now. So that's awesome. Yeah, there's your shout out. Hi.
One more.
And
it's hard to remember all this stuff.
It is hard to remember. It's so hard for me to remember
names. Look at the useless notes.
Oh, Laura. Woo!
And her channel name is
Stitching by the Shore.
Yeah.
See, I actually remember the channel names and don't remember regular names.
I guess you could do a shout out to him because he's.
Oh yeah, the runner stitcher. Thank you for making Mom use Yggdrasil. Well, you gave her the challenge, and I made her use Yggdrasil.
Yeah,
so,
it was a combined effort.
I just realized I said Yggdrasil twice and didn't say woo. So woo, woo.
Okay. He'll be back later to do plans. Okay.
Okay.
That means you have to. If I say you're going to be back later, it means you have to leave now.
Oh.
Aw.
All right. See you guys.
There was nobody said you. I'm sure someone said
Somebody
Yggdrasil.
said Yggdrasil.
Somebody say Yggdrasil.
Help me, please.
Yeah, Yggdrasil. Now I said Yggdrasil and you didn't say woo. Now you have unaccounted woos and unaccounted Yggdrasils. Oh, I am sorry. This is what we do.
Maybe got just a little derailed.
Just a little derailed. It's that's what happens when you step by.
That's just us.
So one thing I like to do on my channel is go over what I worked on since the last channel. See, now you just have it all like since the last update, which was Monday. I do my videos every Monday, so we can watch my progress and I can watch my progress and Jeremiah can be a dork. So I worked on 5 whips this week. First, let's go through them. First one up, I worked on Along the Nesting Boxes, which is by Jardin Prive. Words. This is what it's going to look like. I have broke this down this year to do 2 fence posts a month with the goal of getting it done by the end of the year. I saw some other people do that on Instagram and I thought it was a really neat idea, and it breaks down the chart. I actually really look forward to pulling it out because by then I totally forget what the month is going to be. So this month was no different. I started the May section on the 5th, so on Monday, and I got it finished on Thursday. I should just leave and come back. So here's what it looked like before with just January through April. And on Monday, I added 213. On Tuesday, I added 525. On Wednesday, I added 367. And on Thursday, I put the final stitches with 137 more. Here is where it is now. So it was 1,242 stitches for the May section, which is right here. Right now, the whole piece has 6,752 stitches. And this is, let me see, 32 count Platinum Lugana. I am doing it 2 threads over 2 with the suggested DMC. Let's see if I can. It's too big now. Okay. So I added these 2 fence posts and the few things. It was so funny when I was stitching this. I had no idea what it was, and it took me finishing it to see it was a little inchworm. That is just absolutely adorable. And another adorable birdhouse, another adorable bird, and a little adorable ladybug. It is just so much fun to work on. I get excited over each little piece that gets added to it. I used this one for I Spy, which is a challenge in Stitching by the Shore. She gives us prompts to fill in. The I Spy was, there's 10 I Spies. I used it for number 8, which was flies, because the birds fly. So I also used it for the monthly magazine challenge. Acrostic for May, it was A. For A. I did not do that right. I put A for Aviary. That's not what it is. Huh. A for along the nesting boxes. Who knows? Now I have to check that. See if I did that right. It's chaos today, trust me. Right before the video, one of our cats outside had kittens, and my dog wants to be the father. So he keeps trying to go outside and bring in the baby, which does not go well at all. So, and she's a young cat, so we'll see. If she takes care of the kittens, last year she didn't. It was a horrible, horrible thing that I really would like not to happen this year. So anyway, that's why, plus, just on an every average day, I'm scatterbrained. So you add the video and yeah, you get to see me be scatterbrained. That was Monday through Thursday. And then I finished the May piece, so I put it away. It will come back out the beginning of June. On Thursday, I picked back up the Lola Crow bird sow. Here's what it's going to look like. It is a mystery sow. My first Lola Crow sow. I was so excited to join in. I have been on a mission to finish the aviary. The new piece, the first feature, I think she's calling these, is coming out this Friday, May 16th. And I don't know. I was trying so hard to be caught up, and I think now I've burnt myself out, which I was really trying hard not to do. Here is where it looked like before. I had a really great week stitching on it last week. So, and here it is after Thursday. Let me pull it back. Thursday, I added 529. Friday, I worked on it again and added 387. Right now, it has 5,082 stitches. I have heard from people that have it on Pattern Keeper that I think it's 6,222. So I have 1,140 left, and it's just going to have to wait. I figure the new features come out down here in the middle, so I will be able to start that. So Friday, I'm going to pick it up and work on more of the frame and hopefully the new bird. I need a break from it for a little bit. Do you ever get that way where it's like, oh, you're working so hard on it and then you're just, okay, I'm done. So this last time I concentrated across the bottom. I really love the way it's turning out. It's amazing. I think it's just kind of weird to leave the big blocks. So I feel like it's so unfinished. This fabric is 36 count Sandbar. It was the suggested fabric. I ordered it from BeStitchMe. It's a 36 count Evenweave, so it's not as mottled, but it is still very pretty. And I said it was Sandbar, I think. That was what Lola Crow suggested in the group. I used this for I Spy number 9 for arched line because that's just too perfect. And then on Friday, I used it for number 2 because I forced myself to stitch on it. Maybe that's why I burned myself out. So it's going away till Friday. That's the agreement we made. Okay, then on Saturday, I brought out When I Think of Spring by Puntini. Here is what it's going to look like. I am doing this set this year for seasonal set. I'm doing 2 seasonal sets this year. I love seasonal pieces, and I started a while ago doing 1 set a year, and now since I realized I have so many sets, I need to do 2 sets a year. So this is one of them. Here is where it looked before. I am stitching this one on 32 count Lt Taupe Lugana 2/2. I have already finished winter. Now I am on spring. You know, I've totally left out on the along the nesting boxes. I have 21 days into it now. And the bird cell, I have 13 days into it. Normally I say that. I like when people say that because I think it's an interesting statistic. And then I totally forgot. And it's on my notes. So, and we all know if it's on my notes, I'll forget and not see it. So on Saturday, I added 200, which was my goal for the month. You can finally see the rabbit a little bit better. In person, it stands out a lot better. For some reason, it just doesn't like to show up on the video. We all seem to know how that is. I used this for the T and the birthday acrostic for Monthly Magazine because it was my zodiac for Taurus. I used a T because when I think of spring. And that's just too cute. Then on Sunday, it was time for my weekly progress on the Runner Stitchers hashtag whip into shape. Here's a graphic I made to keep track of my progress. He keeps track of how many miles he's ran on a Google Sheets that we can check into, which is very cool and very easy to use. And then we keep track of every mile that he runs. We do 10 stitches. So he kept track the whole week, and he had done 27 miles this week, which is just absolutely crazy. Andrew, you're insane. Here is where I was before. I was working on that 310 to finish page 2. I don't know why, but that part seemed to go really slow. I am stitching this on a 32 count Lambswool Jobelan. I'm doing 1 thread over 1 full X. I think I said Yggdrasil once. Did I?
I don't think.
Now I don't even know.
Oh.
Wow.
Hold on, then. What are you stitching?
Yggdrasil.
Woo!
By Paine Free Crafts. Artwork by Ann Stokes. I'm pretty sure I left that all out, but it's on the nifty graphic, so they knew it and we didn't.
Oh. Well, since they knew it, woo!
I really should just... This is even more chaotic than normal. Here it is!
Woo!
That was, yeah.
Because it's on the screen.
Okay, all right. I needed 270. I added 280.
On what piece?
Stop. Yggdrasil. As you can see, I finished the 310 for page 2 and started all the way across the top section of page 3.
On what pattern?
No. Hang on, I have notes somewhere. Now look, I had notes. Oh, I have it. Look, I finished page 2. Page 2 took me 10 days. On page 2, there was 3,260 stitches. The whole piece now has 6,705 stitches. So if you divide that by the total stitches, which is 237,220, I think I get that I have 2.8% into it now, which is just sad. But it's 2% and not negative or less than 1. So, and I'm really close to 3. So it's all in how you look at it. And I use this one for I Spy number 6. My favorite subject in school. I was lucky enough to take a class once in mythology, which talked about Greek mythology and Norse mythology, and I absolutely loved it. I think that's one of the reasons Jeremiah likes it so much. I loved all that, the stories, and so this one's just really neat. I also used it for the Y and mahogany for the monthly magazine challenge. I was trying to plug in all the things this week. And it marked off the first week of hashtag whip into shape. So thank you, Andrew, for the push to work on this. You were absolutely crazy. 27 miles. Today, when I checked, it's a rest day, and you sir deserve it. Enjoy the rest. And that is day 20, no, 28. I think I missed saying that too. And the one I think of spring, I have 4 days into that one. I'm just gonna leave out all important things. And come back next week. Maybe it'll be better. Probably it won't. Oh. When you watch other videos and they all know what they're talking about, I really get jealous. I wish I knew what I was talking about. After I've finished my goal for that one, I decided to put it away because I know it will be back out next Sunday, and I do not want to burn myself out on that one. That would be sad for everybody involved. So I had Jeremiah do a spin, and he spun this piece off of the Tiny Decision app, which has all of my acrostics and challenges that I would like to finish for this month. I was going to show the piece and not even tell you what it was. Oh, this is a Heaven and Earth design that I started in December 13th, December of 2013. On the 13th. There's just all kinds of 13th. This is what it's going to look like. It is called Grow Together. The artwork is by Jim Warren, which is an artist that I fell in love with a long time ago. It was funny. My mom thought this was really creepy because she thought it was a severed arm, but to us it has all kinds of meaning. That's the way Jeremiah holds onto my arm when he takes when he walks small distances. You hold together to grow strong. You know, to me it has all kinds of meanings, but it was one that was just really, it was kind of cute. My mom absolutely hated it, so it went into hiding for a long time, and now I'm trying to work on it again because I really do like the meaning behind it. Here it was before. I am in a very confetti heavy area, as you can see with the trees, so it goes very, very slow. It is on a 28 count Lt Blue Jobelan, which is hilarious. Now I use 32 for my 1/1s. This is 1/1 complete X. So when I work on this, it's like, wow, I used 28 count. So I have 31 days into this one now. And here is where I am after only 30 stitches. I want to get 100 this month, so I will be back at it probably today. I'm hoping after I get all my stuff done. And as you can see, I do the parking method, so all my threads are waiting. I can't imagine trying to do this one cross country because, wow, there's a lot of confetti and those beautiful trees and the treetop. So I really enjoy working on it. It just definitely takes a lot of time. So I don't make big progress fast. So I used that one for the monthly magazine challenge. The theme this month was antique, and this is my oldest whip that I have in my tote. So it worked for antique. So that's why I used it for that. So let me see. That was my 5 whips that I worked on this week. I really concentrated on my goal pieces, which was along the nesting boxes. I really tried hard to finish the aviary. It just wasn't meant to be. So let's go into my plans. I figured it would be nice because it's the 12th to go over my challenges. So here is the I Spy challenge. As you can see, I have 5 marked off. So that means I have 5 left to go. I think I know what I'm doing for him. Let me check. Yeah, I think I know. Now it's just the stitching part. So that's what I'm trying to focus on now, is finishing all the stitching. This is the monthly magazine birthday challenge. So you use your zodiac this year. So it has the theme celebrate. And I only have 1 marked off right now. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to go on that one. Here is the main acrostic. I have 3 marked off on there, thankfully. So I did the Glendon place for the 1st of May. I have the nesting boxes done. Yggdrasil I went ahead and marked off.
Woo!
I knew it was coming that time. Even though I know it's going to be back out. But I did hit my goal of the $250 a month. And actually I have just a little bit left and I get to do the theme and mark that off. So I will try to work on that. That's the plan. Also, the whip into shape. Right now I'm working on that on Sundays, so that seems to work really good. That was plans. Jeremiah, I do need you again.
Oh.
No, I need you not for the whoops. I'm gonna have him spin the Tiny Decision app. If I spin it, I was telling someone this. If I spin it, I don't follow what it says. So if I have him spin it, then I can blame him. So I go ahead and follow it. So that's why I have him do the spinning. So that's my leftover goals for the month. We're gonna see which two he picks. Go ahead and hit it. What is that noise?
Bird.
Oh, okay. There's a really loud... Ooh, a new start. That's the To Feel Rich. That is one of my mental health choices. To Feel Rich. Okay, and I'm writing it down, which is a new concept, because otherwise we sit here a while later and we have no idea what is fun. No way.
Far better thing.
That's my other new start. Awesome. That is so cool. I was really looking forward to working on those. Thank you. You did a job with that. Thank you. Let me write it down. Yeah. Wow. That is my other piece for the mental health. Awesome. Mental Health May, Sal. So thank you for picking those. Okay. I think that's all you needed to do.
Is that everything?
I think I've done. I promise not to say Yggdrasil anymore. Woo! The rest of this episode.
Okay, well, that's it.
Okay.
Just, hi, Adelaide.
And, you already said.
I know, but
and
Caesar Stitch and hi.
You're and Laura and Andrew and all the people and
hello to the fans. That's easy.
Oh, we have fans. Ooh. Well, on YouTube, it's called followers.
Subscribers.
Oh, subscribers. Okay.
We're drawing out the video.
We're drawing it. Yeah. No. What are they? I don't even remember the word. We're rambling. Gosh. I had a really interesting thing happen to me last week. I was reached out to by a company on Instagram. I was like, I don't know. You know, you worry about scams nowadays. So I'm like, is this really true? I hope I say this right. Pavitrula sells on Amazon, and they wanted me to purchase a kit and then talk about it on Amazon, leave a review. So I was really, really nervous about it because there was like, hey, if you purchase it, but I'm like, wait, you know, will you get the payment? I received the payment like a long time before I was ready. So that was really, really cool. So this is a paid review, but honestly, I have always wanted to stitch a bookmark. So it was really cool. They gave me several options to pick from, and several of them were bookmarks. So I thought, how cool. So I ended up ordering 3 kits, and the first one is called Red Mushroom. It is very cool little gnome house, in my opinion. And then I also got Dreamcatcher, which is something I very much believe in. Dreamcatchers, I think that's really neat idea. So that's really cool. And then I also got Zeus for Jeremiah, you know, him and his mythology. So he thought that would be fun to have. It is really cool. I was going to open one on here so that you could see what it is. I had read some other reviews and I thought it was really interesting. It's a complete kit. So you get very good instructions. The patterns are kind of basic, but really, they would be fantastic for a beginner. There is really good instructions for how to stitch. That's why I really think it would be good for a beginner. They give you not one, but 2 pieces of 14 count Aida, which is really neat because then you can back your bookmark. So it has a more finished look. There's also a needle included. And they include a floss card with the different flosses that are needed for that kit. I did see it is Perry cotton floss, so it's not DMC as far as I can tell. I just now seen it's not 14 count, it's 16 count Aida, which is still really nice. Ends up being like 2.36 inches by 7.77 inches. So it'll be a really nice finished bookmark. And I really thought it was smart that they included a backing piece too, so that you can back your threads so that you don't see them. And it has how to finish them really clear, the instructions. So it's very, very interesting. So that was a lot of fun, and definitely got my money right away. So that was pretty cool. So it was definitely not a scam. They do have a lot more variety also on their Amazon store. I think I've seen that they were also on Etsy. So if you are interested in them, please check them out. I will put the name here or something because I don't know. Pavi Trula. I don't know if that's the way to say it. So I did see that they are from Ukraine. So that's really cool. It was an honor to be asked. Thank you so much for asking me to review your products. And I will stitch those. They're just going to be in the sea of everything else. But like I said, I've always wanted to do a bookmark. So how cool to have the excuse to do that. Okay, I think I'm done with whips. I'm done with plans. I'm done with my haul, which is the 3 really cool kits that I was lucky enough to get. Life, over the weekend, we got a lot of stuff done here, and it was really nice. The weather has been beautiful. We're supposed to have some rain this week, but still, it's just beautiful. I think they said later this week, it's going to get hot and humid, so the air conditioning will be on, but today the windows are open. And it's gorgeous. On Saturday, my dad came over and brought a garden tiller. So him and my husband did 2 rows for our garden, and then we loaded up and went to the local greenhouse and got tomato plants. Here's what they look like. They're all on the ground. I keep checking though, and there's no tomatoes, so I want my money back. We ended up getting like 18 plants, so we got a different variety. We get yellow tomatoes and red tomatoes and cherry tomatoes. We really like the small ones to just eat as a snack. And then we also got 2 zucchini plants because we really enjoy our zucchini. So my dad plants some other stuff too, and we kind of share back and forth. So it was really nice. We ended up having a really nice time. We sat around the fire and visited. His uncle came by, which we're close to. My grandma stopped by and her sister and my stepmom. So it was a really beautiful visit. It was our first fire for the season, so we was glad to be opening things up. So there'll be a lot of work to do, but it always makes it fun when it pays back to sit around the fire and enjoy time together, which is just, you can't be thankful enough for that. Sunday was Mother's Day. It's hard. There's no way around it. You get reminded that mom, and how important it is to have your mom. When you don't have one anymore, it's just really hard. My heart breaks for people that newly lost their mother, but I don't think it matters if you've lost your mother in the last year or 20 years. You still you miss your mom. So I get it. I'm sending hugs to all of you. I really do understand. I was told myself this year that I needed to really focus on being lucky enough to be a mom. And that I really am thankful for. So I've got lots of hugs from Jeremiah. He got me 2 snapdragon plants, which are my favorite flower. We also got a pretty viney plant. my husband's stopping tonight after work and getting some dirt so I can get those planted, but I really appreciate it. He got me a real pretty purple snapdragon and a blood red one. They were really cool.
And it's also always important to be Jeremiah's mom because channel plug.
They're already here. So it was cool. I kind of patted myself on the back last night. I said, I made the whole day without crying. So tomorrow is my birthday, which is just crazy. What did we say? I'm going to be 47 years old. No, 46 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, 47. Yeah, what? I don't know. Now I have to do the math. That's really sad when you don't know. 46 years old. I tried to age myself.
Wow.
He's 27. I'm 46. So we're old. And then when my friends are older, you guys are young, but I'm quickly somehow catching up, and it's not fun. Especially when both your parents have really bad arthritis. So I'm learning every age. Ouch. And that's why people pay a whole lot of money for raised gardens, because they're way down there. So anyway, I'm completely rambling now. It's a Monday, and you've tuned into Jeremiah's mom, so you knew what to expect. I'm sorry if it was a little bit more chaotic than normal. All the other plans, for crying out loud, I am going to be back tomorrow for a whip parade. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully not as bad as today. I'm going to start, I think I'm going to stretch my current whips into 2 days. So that'll be Tuesday and Wednesday. Then Thursday, I will go over the pieces that I would really like to start soon if they aren't started by Thursday. And then Friday, I will do things that I don't really want to work on. And I've been thinking about it. I'm pretty sure one's going to get scrapped after that video. I don't like it anymore. And with all the whips and all the stash that's out there, I think we should work on what we know brings us happiness. What do you think about that? And then the other day I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was just laying there thinking, and it was like I could do another series about like my stash. And then I thought that would be dangerous because I'd be showing you all the things that I want to start, which I'd probably start them all. So maybe we shouldn't do that, or all my finishes. Spike's checking for the kitten. Is it out there, Spike? Do you see it? Is it out there? He wants to be a cat dad. So anyway, we won't talk about that now. I'll just hopefully make it through this week. I gotta go so the dog can go check on the cat. Please take a moment to love yourself. Smile all the reasons you can. Laugh all the reasons you can. And good luck stitching all the things.